Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is hovering just below all-time highs. Not much has happened in the last few days, but it is pretty interesting because we are just, let's say, just testing all-time high territory. Yeah, haven't reached it yet, but the next push to the next Fibonacci extension level higher will mean that Bitcoin forms a new all-time high. It's still a weird sentiment. If I compare that with previous cycles, people would be all over the place. This is like, everybody's like, yeah, you know, whatever. It's like crazy. Don't know why. Let me know in the comments if you know why that is. From my point of view, it's just simply because of market sentiment. The Elliott Wave structures are telling us what the market sentiment is, and it is not the same as in previous cycles. I was asked, because I mentioned in some of the videos that my perspective is that we are not going to see the same degree of euphoria and the same sentiment as in previous cycles. And also in the altcoin sector, I don't expect that. I do expect still rising prices for altcoins, but just not in the same, to the same degree. And I did mention it in many other updates. What I wanted to show you is just why that is, just briefly. And it is because we are in a wave 5, right? So the last bear market low was a wave 4. A wave 4, which is part of a fifth wave. Here, this fifth wave. One second. This one. Yeah, and we are now actually in a fifth wave, which started possibly in August, of a fifth wave. Of a fifth wave. So what does that mean? Well, it means we are in the last leg of a larger third wave cycle. Third waves are typically the most aggressive trends, the most bullish trends in an uptrend. People are very, aggressively bullish and so on. But within the third wave, we have 5 waves. So within the third wave, we have 5 waves. And the most aggressive element is the third wave of the third wave. And that was the part of the last bull run, right? Between March 2020, or you could actually say between December 18 and April 21, right? Now, this here is a fifth wave of a fifth wave of a third wave. So it's the last bit, the very last bit. And the sentiment is already not as aggressively bullish anymore, which is why it's no surprise that this has an effect on altcoins, yeah? So please note that. I mean, I'm still looking for higher. I'm also looking for the price to get to like 90K next, 100K, 107K, 130K. I'd say everything above that is a big bonus for this cycle, all right? So please note that this is my perspective, has been my perspective for a while, for a long time actually. So it's not a surprise that we have to be very, very picky with altcoins and that it's not the same. It is just not the same sentiment that we experienced in previous cycles. So let's take a brief look at the Bitcoin daily chart. Don't want to talk about that too long. I also want to take a quick look at ETH BTC, by the way. So here the idea is to keep it very short. I talk about every single day anyway. Fourth wave bottomed on the 5th of August. That's going to be my perspective as long as we're holding 53,768. Any break below it will lead to a retest of that, a reset of that wave 4. From that wave 4 low in August, we have a wave 1 to the upside, a wave 2 to the downside. We're now in the third wave. And then we would like to see another 4-5 pattern in circle 1 to complete this 5-wave move. Then we're watching for a wave 2, which could be a nice setup. There would be a third wave up and so on. The exact targets will be determined. The exact targets for higher can be determined once we have wave 2 complete. So it means in the short term, in the white scenario, I'm actually looking for a pullback in wave 4 and then one more high in wave 5. But the third wave has only just reached the first ideal target, so it might push a little bit higher more directly. Going to the ETH BTC chart, quick info here. We talk about it regularly, also in our membership. If you're interested in the live chart access and daily updates about the different charts, check out the gold membership. You can find the link in the video description. You get also live chart Tradingview live chart access. You get the links and you can incorporate them into your own Tradingview. But here On the ETH BTC chart, that's why I've been highlighting throughout the entire cycle, there hasn't really been any upside reversal yet. The trend is still down. And while some people expect Ethereum to outperform Bitcoin, I always prefer to go with the data. And the data still suggests that Ethereum is being outperformed by Bitcoin, and there is no reversal signal yet. It's nothing. This is, however, the area where the bulls ideally would turn up, right? But I believe it when I see it only. And I would first watch for a B wave bounce, okay? So any bounce from here I would first see as a B wave. Could it be already the next wave up? Yeah, but I would want to see some kind of evidence. I would want to see at least a break of this trend line. Or I want to see a first 5-wave pattern to the upside followed by a 3-wave pullback. If BTC had a few opportunities to do that, failed, and that's typically not a great sign. It's a sign of weakness. Next support is at 0.03, and then 0.023, and then 0.016. Let's take a look at the shorter time frame chart. Here, the idea that I highlighted to you yesterday, or the day before actually, that we're in a 4th wave, is still being followed nicely. The wave count is being filled in. You might remember that yesterday in one of the videos I shared with you that we're likely here in the late stages of the A wave, and we can watch for a B wave bounce because we had reached the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement, which is typically one of the ideal targets for an internal A wave. And yeah, the price bounced in 3 waves. So it could be that B wave. And now I'm just watching if we have started the C wave down. It's not really strong evidence for it yet, but we see a little bit of downside momentum there. Why not yet strong evidence? Because the decline from yesterday's high is only in 3 waves. So if this is the C wave down, it's likely an ending diagonal. But overall, yeah, I'd still like to see the price get at least below the A wave low, so below 71,420. So please note that this is obviously a very, very small wave degree, but it's starting to look good. And I presented you yesterday with the I presented to you the corrective price channel as well, which acts as additional, you could say, indicator or trend filter, or just tells us, if the price is still in this local downtrend. But overall, I focus on higher as long as the support area holds, but I find it quite likely that we test the orange box once more. That's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Also, if you're interested in the membership, head over to our website. Here in the subscription section, you can find a description of the different membership options. There are also a couple of videos which you can check out, and where you get all the info that you need about how the MCO memberships work, and also how to connect to our Discord server, where all the content is provided, including regular question sessions, webinars, live chart access, daily Elliott Wave signals, lots of educational content. For example, every Monday we do a deep dive into mindset, trader mindset, how to understand the markets from an uncertainty perspective, and so on. So if you're interested in joining the conversation, check it out and have a great day. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.